Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on a single 6x12 page here, and as you can see I have two empty pockets. I have these tickets from taking the train from Schiphol Airport into the center of Amsterdam. This is Amsterdam Central Station, and originally I thought I was going to put these in one of the pockets, but they're made of a thicker type of cardstock. It's a little shiny on top, but thicker than what we would normally have, like for a train ticket in the United States. I'm thinking I might actually just punch a hole in it and just put it over the ring and just let it kind of flow freely in the album. However, the back's kind of boring, so I think I would want to cover that with something, maybe, and make it decorative. I'm not sure what that would be, but that's what I'm thinking right now. And then it would free up two pockets and I can have a little more fun with them, maybe. Probably need a journaling card for one of them, and then the other one just sort of a filler or something that I could build maybe with stamps or letter stickers that says AMS for Amsterdam. I don't know, something, but that's kind of my general plan at the start here. I have pulled out my bin. I've removed all the Chicago stuff and I have just my Amsterdam and Brussels stuff in here. And I'm going to go through there. I'll start with the cards first and see, is there anything that I can use as is, or would it be somewhat easy to maybe build something with maybe some of these items, or maybe some of my Dutch phrases I have. I'm not sure, but I will go through there and just see what I can find. I have picked out two cards for each pocket, and I like all of them, but I'm trying to figure out how to put them together because they don't all go together, if that makes sense. So for this one, I like both of these. That's how that one looks. I think the color is a good match. It's a subtle pattern, not too distracting. I also like this one though, because it's got kind of that brighter orange that you see over here as well, sort of a burnt orange there. Still works at the train station though, and there's a little bit of an orangey and brown hint here, so I think I could get away with it if I wanted. And then I have these two for journaling options. This one, obviously it would be fine because it's black and white and there are lines built in. I have black around the page, it would be fine. This one I like because of the blue edge, actually. I like that it brings out the blue in the sky. Otherwise you only see a little bit right here, and that's kind of it. So I do like that one as well. However, I don't know if the camera will pick it up very well. It has a very subtle background here, and it actually says arrived international. There's a plane. So there's a design there. I don't know that I want to cover that up. So I'm not sure. I could just do like AMS in letters up here. But I really did want to journal about finding our hotel because there's kind of a little story there. The other problem is they don't all go together. Like, I wouldn't use those two together. I don't like the way that looks. I think it's too much. It's too distracting. But switch one out, it looks better. Same way here. Didn't like the first two together, but if you do these two, it looks better. So really, I think I just have to decide which color combination do I like the best, and then can I be okay with either writing over this or just not telling the story of the hotel here? I could do it perhaps on the next page once I have that designed, or, you know, just trying to figure out what do I actually want to do with the structure of this layout. All right, I've decided to go with these two because I looked at the photos I have that I may use on the next layout. This one would work over there, so I'm going to hang on to that and hopefully use it in the next one. But for this, I'm going to go with this configuration and these cards. This I really don't need to do anything to because it's very full as is, but I still have options where I could decorate this in some way if I wanted. Plus I have lots of dead space in these photos to put embellishments or phrase labels, something on them. So that's my next step. I have found two things I want to use. I have this cut out right here. The color matches almost perfectly with what I've got going, and there's somebody's head right here in this picture, so I think I'm going to put this down here to cover it up, and I'm going to see if I can find some smaller alphabet stamps or alphabet stickers, I mean, and just do the AMS in there for Amsterdam. So that's my plan there. Down here, I need something. I don't know if that's that I'm going to stamp maybe in this color, try to find another phrase. I don't know for that. But my second thing is, look at this piece of ephemera that was in this pile. The colors match again really well with this kind of orangey tone. And I think I'm going to take this and put this on the back. I'm still going to cover this up with something, some kind of paper. I don't know if it'll just be white, or maybe I should go the blue. I don't know to bring that in, but I'll cover it with something, and I'm going to put this on there because it even says tram pass and the colors match. So how could I not use it? All right. I got my letter stickers there. Those are an older set from Kelly Perky before she rebranded as Paper Person. So I've had those a long time. Love that I'm getting to use them. And I have that all attached, and I love the way it looks. So that's great. Now I think I'm actually going to leave this alone for a bit, and I'm going to go on the hunt to find some kind of paper to put over the back of this so that I can attach this to it. For the ticket, I couldn't find a shade of blue that I was really happy with, and so I decided to go just with this very light sort of stone light gray color, and it's very neutral, so this will work just fine. So I already have it on there, and I actually just trimmed off the edges and rounded them myself rather than using my corner rounder. I didn't even want to dig it out. That's how lazy I'm being. But I think because I'm going to punch the hole down here to have it sit next to the ring, I just need to make sure this is down enough so that I don't punch through it on the other side. So as long as it's kind of placed like that, I think it's good to go. Now that I have that adhered on there, I can make the hole, and I have gotten out my trusty crocodile. I still have this after all these years. I love it. I use it. I make holes through page protectors with it mainly these days, but I also love it for things like this. So I can just say, let's see, if I want it to sit, make sure I got to go in the right direction. If I want it to sit maybe like so, I need it to be just over from the edge of the yellow arrow maybe. So let's go check it before I do it. Whoop. There we go. And it's ready to put in the album. For the card down here, because it's so black and white, I do need to add something. So I've grabbed out my orange travel phrases, and hopefully maybe some of the darker oranges, maybe something in there will be appropriate for what I've got going here. So I'm going to dump them all out, and then I'll find out. In there, I found both of these, and I think they're the same file. I think I maybe just resized it smaller and took out the to make this smaller one. And I think that's the one I'm going to use, because this one pretty much spans the entire width of the card right to the edge, and I'm not too crazy about that. It's built more for maybe a 4x6. So I think I'm going to go with this one. And I think what I'm going to do is put it right here on top so it overlaps the top line. It still leaves me plenty of room for journaling, but it adds that nice pop of color. All right, I have put everything in the pockets to make sure I like it, and I think I do. I'm very happy with it. So some close-ups. There's what I added to the top. Middle row really didn't have to do anything other than pick out the card. And then bottom row, all I did was add this, which is awesome. This was almost more work. So then I have this. It'll sit like so in the album, and then when you flip it over, it'll look like that. I love how that matches everything. So this came together pretty quickly, and I didn't have to think too hard about it, which is great. And I love the way it looks. So here's another one done for Amsterdam. Thanks for watching.